Okay, I went to the top of page 145, and let me see if I could find a different problem. Let's do negative 36. Can you see it? Negative 36, negative 29, negative 22, and negative 15. And we're just going to put dot, dot, dot. So I'm going to ask you for the D, and they're just calling that common difference. They're going to ask you for a specific term, and this time they're asking for a sub. Well, this one looks like it's asking for 34 again. I'd posted on there random, and it did a sub 34, so that was just a thing that came up like that. And then let's do the formula. Now, I think I'm going to actually do the formula first, and then that way I can use it for that term or for any term that they ask me. So if I need to know what I'm doing from negative 36 to negative 29 to negative 22, just take any two of them. It doesn't matter. Do negative 29 minus, and I'm off the screen, negative 29 minus negative 36, and that gives you positive 7. And if you want to do another one, negative 22 minus negative 29, negative 22 plus 29 is also positive 7. So your D is 7. You're adding 7 every time. So if you just want the next few terms, you could just add 7 and you'd have the next one. Add 7, you get negative 8, add 7 and keep going. So let's go down here and do the formula first. I think that may be something we might like better. And since we don't have the formula up, it's back on the other page. I'm going to put it up here at the top. A sub n equals a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d. Now remember, we're doing generic, so we want it for any n. So we're going to leave n, and we're going to plug in all the other numbers. So we're going to say a sub n is equal to, because that's just going to find any term that we want. A sub 1 is the first term, which was negative 36, and then n minus 1. And then our D was positive 7. And if you feel comfortable putting that in parentheses, you can do that. So let's distribute our 7. And I've got A sub n is equal to negative 36 plus 7n minus 7. So A sub n equals negative 36 minus 7 is, and you can write it either way. You can commute it. You get negative 43 plus 7n, or if you want to commute that, you can write it 7n minus 43. Now that's going to find any term in the sequence as long as we know the number of the term we want. If we want the 50th term, we put a 50 in. So we can find any term. Well, they asked for 34. So let's do a sub 34 is equal to negative 43 plus 7 times 34. See, it's just real easy formula to punch in your calculator. And it keeps you from having to do this arithmetic every time. My pages are wanting to fall over here. Okay, so I've got, let me clear that out. I've got, am I on screen? I've got negative 43 plus 7 times 34. And I got 195. So I've given the formula. I've given the D, and then they ask for a specific, I can't say the word, a specific term. Let's do one more. We're going to take the sequence 5, 9, 13, 17, dot, dot, dot. I need to know D. I want to know, they're asking for a sub, looks like a sub 20. And then we'll find the formula. So, what am I doing to get from 5 to 9? 9 minus 5, 13 minus 9, I'm adding 4. So D is 4, positive 4. So my formula, and I think if you'll do that first, I think you'll be more comfortable with it, and then that way if you ask for multiple terms, then you can do that. So if we do A sub n is equal to the first term, you see our formula up here at the top, A sub 1, which was 5, plus n minus 1, and the D was 4. Let's distribute that n, that 4, which is at the end. A sub n equals 5 plus 4n minus 4. A sub n is equal to 1 plus 4n. Okay? And you can even check it. Like if you want to know, is it working, put 1 in. A sub 1 equals 1 plus 4 times 1. 1 plus 4 times 1 is 5. That was our first term. A sub 2, 1 plus 4 times 2, which is 9. 1 plus 8. So it works for any term we want. So this is a good formula for just this particular problem. Every problem can be cleaned up into a specific formula for that specific arithmetic sequence. And this works for arithmetic. So if I want 20, then I'm just going to do a sub 20 is equal to 1 plus 4 times 20. That's easy arithmetic. That's 1 plus 80, which is 81. And we found, let me scoot it over for you. And we found our 20th term. So in your classwork, you'll be given a sequence, and they'll ask you for the D. They'll ask you for the formula, and you want to clean that up into some format like this. And then it'll ask you for a particular term, and you can plug that in.